Have your legs been feeling heavier lately? Do you ever wake up, step out of bed, and feel like your legs just won't cooperate? If you're over 60, there's one common morning habit that could be silently draining the strength from your legs every single day without you even realizing it. In this video, we'll reveal exactly what that habit is, how it affects your muscle function, and most importantly, what you can do today to reverse the damage and regain your stability, strength, and confidence. Welcome to Trusted Senior Health, where we bring you real, research-backed health advice to help you stay active, independent, and thriving after 60. Tell me in the comments, where are you watching from, and have your legs been feeling weaker lately? If you care about your health and mobility as you age, be sure to tap that subscribe button and hit the notification bell. We've got more vital tips coming every single week that you don't want to miss. All right, let's uncover the morning mistake that could be weakening your legs and what you should be doing instead. Here's something most people don't realize. The first signs of aging often show up in your legs, not in your vision, not even in your memory, but in your legs, where your independence begins and ends. Maybe you've felt it lately. You push yourself out of a chair and feel a little wobble. You try climbing stairs and your knees tremble. You stand at the kitchen counter and your calves feel tight or achy. You might think, well, I'm just getting older. But here's the truth. This isn't just aging, it's a silent process called sarcopenia, an age-related muscle loss, and it begins far earlier than most people expect. In fact, after the age of 60, you lose up to 3% of your muscle mass every single year, unless you're actively doing something about it. And for millions of seniors, one tiny mistake in the morning can make this problem worse. Much worse. So, what's the mistake? It's not skipping breakfast, it's not drinking coffee, and it's not forgetting to stretch. Although all of those can play a role, the real problem is what you're not doing. Most seniors wake up, shuffle to the kitchen, sit down, and stay still. Some read the paper, others watch TV, and they do all this before giving their muscles even the slightest signal to wake up, engage, or pump blood. Here's the catch. Your leg muscles are incredibly dependent on movement to activate blood flow, circulation, and neuromuscular signals. Without that activation, especially after lying still all night, your body falls into a kind of low-energy limbo. Your circulation slows, your joints stiffen, your muscles, particularly your quadriceps, calves, and hamstrings, receive less oxygen and fewer nutrients. And this daily delay in movement can quietly reduce your strength, your balance, and even your confidence over time. Now, add in the fact that many seniors skip protein in the morning, delay hydration, or don't stretch. And what you have is a perfect storm that weakens the legs slowly, quietly, and consistently. This is even more critical after 60 when circulation naturally slows down, nerve function becomes less efficient, muscles require more deliberate stimulation to maintain strength, and joint cartilage begins to wear thin, making immobility even more dangerous. And if you already live with a condition like diabetes, arthritis, or low blood pressure, that morning inactivity doesn't just cause stiffness. It accelerates functional decline. You see, just 20 to 30 minutes of leg sleep every morning, when you don't engage your muscles properly, can reduce blood flow to your lower limbs, leading to a sensation of heavy legs, poor balance, and frequent cramping. Over weeks, this habit may contribute to higher fall risk, slower walking speed, increased reliance on canes or walkers, and even loss of independence. But here's the good news. This is not permanent. This is not irreversible. And most importantly, it's not your fault. You were never told that something as simple as your first 15 minutes after waking could be the make or break moment for your legs. But today, we're going to change that. In the next section, I'll show you the morning mistake in detail, why it's affecting your leg strength, and what you can do instead, starting tomorrow, to rebuild power, improve balance, and protect your mobility for years to come. Let's begin with the root cause behind the problem so many seniors face every morning and don't even realize it's happening. It all comes down to something incredibly simple yet surprisingly powerful: prolonged morning stillness and lack of leg engagement, especially in the first 30 to 60 minutes after waking. It's not just a routine, it's a biological window where your body transitions from hours of lying flat to upright activity. And during this time, your muscles, nerves, joints, and circulation all need a signal to wake up. But for many seniors, here's what the morning looks like. Sit up slowly, shuffle to the bathroom or kitchen, make a cup of tea or coffee. Sit down to read, watch the news, or scroll through a phone. Spend another 30 to 60 minutes sedentary before any real movement begins. This is a completely normal routine, but biologically, it sets you up for weakness. Why? Because your body is no longer operating the way it did in your 30s or 40s. After age 60, your body naturally experiences reduced circulation, especially to extremities, loss of fast twitch muscle fibers, which are responsible for strength and balance, weakened nerve muscle connections, stiffer joints, and slower reflexes. These changes make your body more sensitive to inactivity, especially in the morning hours when everything is just starting to reboot. So, when you remain seated or still after waking up, even for just an hour, your leg muscles stay in a low energy, low blood flow state. And that simple choice can quietly trigger a cascade of problems such as reduced oxygen delivery to your quadriceps, calves, and hamstrings. Delayed neuromuscular activation, meaning your brain is slower to send contract signals to your legs. Increased stiffness, particularly in the knees and hips. Poor lymphatic flow, which causes heaviness and swelling. Higher risk of morning falls due to sluggish response time and weaker balance. Over time, this daily inactivity compounds. Your muscles aren't just temporarily stiff. They're being underused, undernourished, and undersignaled. And when that happens consistently, it sets the stage for something far more serious. This morning habit silently contributes to sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle mass, which can begin as early as 50 and accelerate after 60. According to the Journal of Cachexia, Sarcopenia and Muscle, inactivity is one of the biggest contributors to sarcopenia. In fact, just 10 days of reduced movement can lead to significant strength loss in the lower limbs. So what's the fix? The key is to interrupt the stillness. You don't need to go for a jog. You don't need weights. You just need gentle, consistent leg activation within the first 10 minutes of your day to tell your body it's time to move. Start your day with a leg wake-up routine. This is a simple 5-minute sequence you can do right from bed. No equipment, no stress. Just slow, mindful movement that gets your legs ready for the day ahead. Let's walk through it step by step. Number 1. Ankle rolls. While lying down, lift one foot slightly off the bed. Slowly roll your ankle in a circle, on shaky. 10 seconds clockwise, then 10 seconds counterclockwise. Repeat with the other foot. This gentle movement gets the blood flowing into your feet and calves, which often get cold and stiff overnight. It also helps loosen up the joints and improves flexibility in the lower legs. Number 2. Knee pumps. While still lying on your back, bend one knee and gently bring it toward your chest. Hold for a moment, then lower it back down. Repeat 10 times for each leg. This knee pumps. Gently stretch your hips and thighs and help connect your core muscles with your legs. This makes it easier to stand up and walk with better posture and balance. Number 3. Thigh squeezes. Lie flat or sit upright. Press your thighs together as hard as is comfortable. Hold for 5 seconds, then release. Do this 10 times. This simple squeeze activates your quadriceps, the large muscles on the front of your thighs. It also wakes up the tiny stabilizer muscles that keep your knees steady when you walk. Number 4. Seated leg lifts. Sit up straight in a chair with your feet flat on the floor. Slowly lift one leg until it's straight. Hold for a second, then lower it. Repeat 10 times for each leg. This move reactivates your leg muscles and nerve connections, especially after sitting or lying down. It encourages circulation and prepares your legs for standing and moving safely. Number 5. Wall or counter calf raises. Stand near a wall or sturdy counter for support. Slowly rise up onto your toes, hold for a second, then lower back down. Repeat 10 times. This simple movement strengthens your calf muscles and improves ankle balance, which is critical for fall prevention. It also pumps fresh blood into your lower legs, reducing that heavy, sluggish feeling. This entire routine takes less than 6 minutes, but the neurological signal it sends to your legs is incredibly powerful, especially if repeated daily. It tells your body to wake up, get moving, and stay strong. But movement is just one part of the equation. To truly support your muscles in recovery, what you do after this routine is just as important. Right after activating your legs, aim for 10-20 grams of high-quality protein within the first hour of waking. You can get that from simple, senior-friendly options such as eggs, Greek yogurt, plant protein smoothies, or even cottage cheese. Why? because your muscles need protein after activation to repair microtears, support recovery, and preserve strength as you age. And while protein gives your muscles the building blocks they need to stay strong. Don't forget about hydration. Right after waking, make sure to drink 1 full glass of water. Even mild dehydration can shrink muscle cells, worsen cramps, and leave your legs feeling stiff or heavy. For an extra boost, add a pinch of salt or a magnesium tablet, especially if you tend to wake up dehydrated. Together, movement, protein, and hydration create a powerful trio that sets your legs up for strength and stability throughout the day. And the best part? You don't have to overhaul your morning routine. Just plug in this leg activation first, even before brushing your teeth. Here are simple integrations based on lifestyle. If you wake up tired, do the bed exercises lying down. If you drink tea or coffee, do seated leg lifts while it brews. If you sit for the news, stand during commercials and do calf raises. If you pray or meditate, begin or end with 1 minute of ankle and knee mobility. If you have arthritis, use a rolled towel under the knees for comfort during leg lifts. These little tweaks make the routine easy to stick with, no matter what your morning looks like. And if you want to make it even more enjoyable, try doing it with someone else. Pair up with a spouse, friend, or neighbor. A little accountability goes a long way, and turning it into a shared habit can boost motivation, consistency, and even bring a few smiles along the way. Building these habits into your routine and sharing them with someone you trust can make a huge difference in both your body and your mindset. But as always, everyone's body is different, and safety always comes first. So before you jump in, it's important to be aware of a few situations where you might need to take extra care. If you live with any of the following conditions, consider modifying the routine to keep it safe and effective for you. If you have osteoporosis or balance issues, use a wall or chair for support during standing exercises. If you have diabetes, morning stiffness may also be linked to neuropathy. Speak to your doctor before intense stretches. If you suffer with arthritis, modify joint movements and avoid overextension. If you have post-surgery recovery, avoid deep knee bends or twisting motions. And if you have heart conditions, avoid breath holding during effort. Exhale during movement. And finally, consult your physician before starting any new routine if you have serious cardiovascular, neurological, or joint conditions. Taking these precautions ensures that your routine is not only effective, but also safe, tailored to your body's needs. And if you're wondering whether such a small habit can really make a difference, the science says yes. Several studies back up this advice. A 2020 study published in the American Journal of Physiology found that morning inactivity impairs vascular function, particularly in older adults. The British Journal of Sports Medicine showed that even 5 minutes of low-impact movement after waking significantly improved leg blood flow and strength in seniors. Research from Harvard Medical School confirms that early muscle activation triggers hormonal signals that reduce inflammation and improve neuromuscular response. These findings make one thing very clear. Even small, intentional changes in your morning routine can create real improvements in circulation, strength, and mobility. Because here's the truth. The longer you stay still after waking, the more your legs forget how to move. But with just 5-10 minutes of purposeful activation, paired with hydration and protein, you can begin every day with strength, balance, and renewed energy. Your body listens to what you do first thing in the morning. Let's make sure it hears. I'm strong, I'm moving, I'm still in control. So now, let's take a moment to bring it all together. If you're over 60 and your legs have been feeling stiff, weak, or just not as steady as they used to be, it may not be age alone. It could be the result of one simple overlooked habit: starting your mornings in stillness. When you spend the first 30 to 60 minutes of your day sitting, motionless, or slow to engage your body, you're quietly signaling your legs to stay shut down, cutting off blood flow, weakening muscle signals, and accelerating muscle loss over time. But the good news? You can reverse that. You can wake your legs back up. You can reclaim your energy, your balance, and your freedom of movement. And it starts with a few small steps. A 5-minute leg activation routine you can do from bed, a glass of water to rehydrate and fight muscle tightness, 10-20 grams of protein to feed and rebuild your muscles, and just a little consistency, day after day, to see the benefits build over time. These aren't workouts. They're signals to your body that you're still in control, that your legs are not fading, they're reawakening. And remember, you don't have to do this perfectly. You just have to begin. Because every time you choose movement, strength, and care, your legs will remember. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Have you tried a morning leg routine like this before? What change are you most excited to make starting tomorrow? Drop your thoughts or questions in the comments. I read every one and love hearing your stories. If this video helped you or reminded you that it's never too late to take charge of your health, please give it a like and share it with someone else over 60 who might need this. And don't forget, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss a new video filled with tips to keep you moving, thriving, and strong at every age. Thanks for spending this time with me today. Take care of your legs, and they'll take care of you. See you in the next one.